Hello everybody. You know, one of the weirdest things about when you go live, or not when I'm going live, but like just in general, is I use Mac for everything except for streaming. I use my PC for streaming. But the hardest part for me is getting used to the little changes between PC and Mac. You know, like where the minimize and maximize and file and reverse and forward and refresh on like the internet browser, all of that is like in different places on Mac. So I keep looking where the Mac is and I'm like, it's not there. And that like always delays everything. But I hope everybody is doing really well. Hope everybody is having a great time. I'm just updating my stuff like always, because, you know, I don't know how to do it before the stream starts. So we're just going to do it this way. But let me just select the stuff that I need. So gaming, Resident Evil 2. Behemoth, how you doing? Hyper, hello, nice to see you. Yes, I do have hair. I do have hair. I have hair now. And it's been really nice, actually. It's been really nice having hair again. Being able to do my hair is, I don't know. There's nothing that can compare, if that makes sense. Anybody who's joining, I am live on both Twitch and YouTube right now, so you're gonna see me talking to people. I have chat up on screen. I'm going to continue to have chat up on screen through the whole thing just because I'm talking to two different platforms. But I am going to be live on TikTok as well. I just wanted to set up YouTube and Twitch first before I did that because I didn't want everybody kind of standing there watching me. At least on YouTube, you guys, or yeah, for the people on YouTube, you can see me doing it. But I'm going to go live on Twitch in just a second. And hopefully everything is going to be working. The one thing I need to do, though, is just double check that my stream is working properly because I have a Oculus Quest VR headset, and I was using it, and it was giving me some issues where it kept disconnecting randomly, so I like unplugged all my USB ports and then plugged everything back in, and it reset all my audio, which really messed with everything. So everything's been reset volume-wise, so I'm on the fly doing it. I didn't notice it till I was live, but I'm on the fly trying to fix it. So let me just listen to my tablet. Okay, the volume seems okay. Everything seems fine there. So YouTube seems to be working. I know Twitch is working. Mr. FOV, how you doing, man? How are you? Yes, so I do have... Everything's kind of blue, but it's because it's a horror stream. The last time I did this, I had all my lights on, and it looks nice, but I can't get into it. I don't get, like, freaked out because I'm not sitting in the dark. I'm sitting in a super bright room. So that kind of kills the purpose for me. So I'm working on this like purple blue thing with no like studio lights on to see if this works. It seems to look okay, so hopefully it'll be all right. Your external hard drive died. No, that's the worst. Yeah, I got it. Hey! Uh-oh. Oh. Okay, can I...
Woo.
Okay, so that is happening. So let me... We had double sound there. I didn't even see who it was because we had double sound. I apologize. I don't know who that was, but thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry. It's just I messed up. Okay, turn on sound, turn off sound. There we go. Okay, so I am trying to allow people on TikTok to know when I... There we go. Was it Generation Rye? Hey, man, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate that, dude. How are you? How are things? Ding dong. So I'm just letting people... I'm trying to let people on TikTok hear the jump scares because I had it set up with no alerts, and so they might hear the scream, I think, but they couldn't see what was happening. So I put the link on, but I didn't realize that the sound would play doubly because I'm running 3 instances of OBS right now. Yes, I am running 3 instances of OBS. It is the only way I can get this to work properly. I have no alerts on here, right? I hope not. Let's, I'm gonna remove these scenes. Give me a second. The camera's gonna get all wonky here. Give me a second. Camera's gonna get all weird. Okay, so you should see me again, right? I hope. I hope I didn't mess with everything. I think we're okay. So OBS, yes, I can still see me. TikTok, yes, I can still see me. Restream chat, where are you? There we go. Yeah, so, Ryan, I'm actually talking about this specifically so you can kind of figure out what I'm doing here. What I'm actually doing is I want to stream both to TikTok, Twitch, or all three, to TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube all at the same time. but I don't want to do what a lot of streamers are doing, where they're streaming out to YouTube and then they're just pretty much like screen grabbing and having it on TikTok. And so it's like the little screen, even though it's on vertical position. And when you turn it horizontal, it just flips the whole image, but it's still all weird. So what I've done is I'm actually running the Streamlabs OBS is literally just my webcam, nothing else. That way it takes priority. And then what I've done on regular OBS is I've done a window capture and I've captured my webcam from Streamlabs OBS, so that way you can see my webcam for my regular stream. Then on the TikTok Live Studio app, I've also captured the window of Streamlabs OBS, so they can both have the webcam running at full quality without one taking priority over the other. Because you probably know, if you try to put the webcam on one and then you try to add it on another, it always does the somebody's already, or this camera's already in use or whatever. So this allows me to have the full quality of the camera on two separate instances of OBS or streaming or whatever, without interfering with the quality. Before, I tried to just like capture my window and like stretch it on TikTok, but then it made it really pixelated. So this allows me to have the full quality. And then I have OBS running Twitch and YouTube, and then I have the TikTok Live Studio running TikTok, and it's all tailored to fit on the platform that I'm on. So that's gonna keep the quality up on both. I do reduce some of the quality. I have to go 720p instead of 1080. But the quality is decent, and I'm running on all three platforms at once, and it'll make things good. Speaking of which, I should probably go live on TikTok, because I'm not live yet. So let's do this really quickly. I don't have a cover image, so we're not going to do that. I'll read the chat in just a second. Resident Evil 2. Okay. Jump scares. RE2 hard. Oops. Hard mode. Okay. Let's go live on TikTok. We should be live on TikTok now, so I should be good. But yes, Hyper, the ding dong was the TikTok alert. I clicked the TikTok alert, like I opened it and it ding donged to show me that I can hear the alert. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. Why don't I just use virtual cam? I tried, but the problem was that when I would switch scenes, it would switch the whole overlay. And so that's the whole thing, is if I'm running virtual camera, like the OBS virtual camera, when I switch scenes, it switches the scene on TikTok, so it still leads me to that same problem of having it not be formatted for TikTok, if that makes sense. And then I tried to like double the virtual camera so I could like crop it in different ways, and that still didn't work. And so the only way I could do it without having with the ability to make sure that it's formatted properly for Twitch and YouTube and for TikTok separately is the way that I did it. I could have run a virtual camera from Streamlabs OBS and used that, but I didn't want to. I know that still has to do some processing, so I was hoping to not burden the system even more by having the virtual camera plus the two instances both going out at the same time. So that was kind of my idea. I would have changed scenes manually without Stream Deck. Yeah, and so that was the whole thing. And this allows me to switch scenes on YouTube, and it doesn't affect TikTok in any way whatsoever. So that's the nice thing. On TikTok, I don't have anything. Hello, everybody on TikTok. We're going to be playing some Resident Evil. Sorry, I'm talking to people on Twitch. I'm live on all three right now, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok, and I'm kind of just explaining what I'm doing streamer-wise, like behind-the-scenes stuff. But yeah, Ryan, that was exactly it, is when I would switch scenes, it would mess with everything. Originally, I was using a virtual camera for OBS and just streaming out to TikTok, so then I could format it and have it all look nice and then use my OBS as my like scene switcher and everything without the delay, without any issues and all the fancy things that I do. But again, then I couldn't have one format for YouTube and Twitch and one format for TikTok. And so I wanted to have the best of both worlds. And that way my TikTok looks like a TikTok stream and my YouTube looks like a YouTube stream without them interfering with each other while I'm still live on all of them. So that's kind of where we are. I think it's a pretty decent compromise. 720p doesn't look horrible. Most people aren't watching you full screen. There are people that put you on TV and stuff, but it's not as bad. I'm okay with reducing... Stop it! I'm okay with reducing some of the quality in order to be live on all platforms at once. And again, this allows my stream to still look decent. It doesn't look like I am just capturing a YouTube stream. where some streamers, that's kind of what it looks like. You go to their stream and it literally looks like they're just screen capping their YouTube, and then it looks like they're ignoring TikTok. And so at least this looks like a TikTok stream. This looks right. So that's kind of what I went to. Yeah, right. Honestly, it's been so I reduced my bit rate, right? I don't have a lot of speed here. My output is like 1100. And so, or 11,000. And so what I've done is I've just reduced both TikTok and then regular OBS to restream down to about 4,500. So I'm using less than what my maximum is. And then I'm down to 720p. So the quality is not as high, but this allows me to have really decent quality on both platforms without really reducing anything. The only downside is on TikTok, I'm kind of just stuck on one scene because I can't use my Stream Deck to switch scenes on TikTok. And because I'm going to be playing on PC, it's a pain in the neck to Alt-Tab and try to switch scenes. I'm just going to leave it on one scene there. So that's kind of how I leave it. Cowboy Canadian, how you doing? Welcome. Milo, hello. Nice to see you. I'm doing good. How are you doing? So everybody, James on Francis, hello. Or Jameson Francis, hello. Nice to see you. So we're playing Resident Evil 2. I'm playing in hardcore mode. I've been playing it for the last few weeks on Twitch and YouTube every Thursday. But I've decided that I'm going to be streaming on all 3 platforms all at once every time. So I'm kind of halfway through the game right now, but this is what we're doing. But yeah, I was just giving a bit of a tip to a fellow streamer, Generation Rye. If you guys like Call of Duty, zombies, and like first-person shooters and stuff, you should check out Generation Rye. He's awesome. But yeah, that's how I got everything going all at once, and I think it's a good compromise. I think it looks good, and like I said, it allows me to have that quality. So I'm pretty happy with it. You did it last year? Nice. Yeah, so I'm using Restream. I was very against Restream. I was very much like, nope, Restream is garbage. I won't Restream because the thinking is that you want to have, like, you want to funnel all your viewers to one place, which then, not inflates, but at least gives you more accurate numbers, right? Like right now it says I've got 9 on TikTok watching. I've got 7 between YouTube and Twitch. So that's 16 viewers. But if I look at my analytics on Twitch, it's probably like 5 viewers. YouTube is like 1 average viewer, and then TikTok will say 9, even though there's like 15 or 16. So the reason to go on one platform only is to kind of get those numbers to be more accurate. It also helps with things like partnerships and collaborations and stuff, because you can show those numbers and they look awesome. Downside is most people kind of stick to one platform. So I have viewers who have followed me for years that are only on YouTube and will not come to Twitch. I have people who learned of me on Twitch and will not go back to YouTube or TikTok. And then a lot of TikTok people will not switch platforms. Like, they like watching you on TikTok and that's it. So at least this way, I'm able to accommodate everybody and everybody can see me, even if the numbers are lower in the analytics. Overall, it gives more access to everybody. So I didn't use Restream. I am now using Restream. So what I'm doing is OBS goes to Restream, Restream goes to Twitch and YouTube, and then my stream live studio for TikTok goes only to TikTok, and then I'm live on 3 platforms. So it's not bad. Oh man, I don't do online gaming, Jameson. I'm not a fan of online gaming. 1, it can get really toxic. 2, you have to spend a lot of time on a game to stand a chance to kind of survive for any period of time. I don't spend enough time playing games to be able to get good at them. I have a very, very squirrely brain. I can't just play one game for long periods of time unless it's a very specific type of game where I can kind of just turn my brain off and play. So I tend to bounce around between games, and so I never get good enough. And then what ends up happening is I either get killed a lot or I get trolled a lot. And so it's just not fun for me. And so I don't play online for those reasons. Most of the time, if I'm playing online, it's directly with somebody I know. But I do really like Red Dead Redemption. Just I wouldn't want to do it online. Thanks for the suggestion, though. Yeah, Cowboy, I think it works out pretty decently. And like I said, the quality's okay. Like, I'm watching TikTok right now on my tablet and it looks okay. I know Twitch and YouTube look okay. So it's exciting. Tara, hello, nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. You love the lighting. Okay, so I just recorded a TikTok about it, but I'm gonna post it tomorrow just because I don't have any fancy videos recorded right now. I've got like a huge pimple on my face and I'm trying to like get rid of it. I don't want to record a nice video with this on my face because comments. But I recorded a small like handheld video talking about this specifically. So what I've done, Ryan, is, you know, I've got my nice studio lights and everything, right? But they're all actually off. The only things I got turned on are 2 floodlights, which I usually, one I don't use at all, and the other one I only use in the background, and then my LEDs. And what I've done is the one that I almost never use, I actually have pointed towards the wall behind my monitor, as bright as it'll go, in blue. So then that way it lights up my face, but the room stays dark. For those people who've never done theater, blue light is what they actually use on stage to help reduce what the audience sees when people are backstage, but allows the actors backstage to still see what's going on in the dark. Because, as you know, if you're in a really bright area and then you go into a really dark area, you can't see. But when you're on stage, you've got giant bright lights in your face, and you walk off stage, you're going to walk right into a wall because you're not going to be able to see. So we have blue lights all over the background to help us see backstage. So I'm implementing that into the stream. I've put in a blue light so that way I still feel like it's dark in here, but it allows the camera to have something to work with. And then I've got like a purple light back there, which I might turn up a little bit just to kind of highlight me, because when that one's off, it you can't really see where my hair ends, and I just kind of blend into the background. Let me try turning this up a little bit. That's a little bit better. See how it highlights me? It's a little bit bright for me though. Turn it down a bit there. See, because if I turn it off, see how it's just like I'm flatter now, but I turn this on, it just like makes me a little bit more 3D. And that's all I've done, just to keep that kind of horror vibe in the room for me personally, and still allow everybody to see me. So that's kind of what I've done. I think it looks decent. Moby Dave, hello. Nice to see you. Welcome. Bodenlose, hello. It has been a while. Yeah, it has been about 1.5 years. It was about 1 year and 2 months since I streamed, and I've been streaming for about a month now. So we're looking at like 1 year and 3, maybe 4 months. How have you been? I've been really well. What is the app above me? Oh, this that you can see here, this is my Go XLR window. Right now I'm display capturing so you guys can see the gameplay. And so this is my Go XLR setup. I can't click away from it, because if I do, then Resident Evil goes full screen, and then I can't mess with anything on my window, and it just makes a whole mess. So I'm trying not to touch anything until I'm ready to go, and I'll be going soon. Oh man. But yeah, that's kind of how things are. That's what that's what I've been kind of working on, trying to find a way to make things scary, because I get scared very easily, but I get pulled out of the moment very easily too. So if the room is lit the way that I normally light it for a stream, it's too bright in here and I can't get like absorbed. Another little detail, this won't apply for most people, but when you're using a Go XLR, one of the benefits to using a Go XLR is hearing your own voice in your ears. A lot of people hate it because they hate the way they sound, but this allows you to know when the microphone is working properly, that you're, talking into it loud enough and that it can hear you. It also allows you to hear any background noise that might be in the room, all that kind of stuff. So I use the monitor, but when I'm playing a horror game and I can hear myself, it almost like it keeps me connected to the real world. So I know video game sounds and my sounds, and it like separates me. So another thing that I do is I actually mute the microphone in my headphones so I don't hear myself anymore, which causes me to yell a little bit. But then all I hear is the game, which allows more immersion. So when it's the room that's dark and the immersion in the ears, it allows me to feel a little bit more freaked out. And then we end up getting a bunch of screams. That's another thing for everybody. Inuyugi, I think I said hi to you, but hello in case I didn't. Sorry, my brain is I'm trying to get everything going before I get started. Cap, thank you so much for the rose. I appreciate that. Why didn't it ding dong? That is really weird. It didn't ding dong. Maybe it did and I didn't hear it? Huh. Why didn't the alert ding dong? It should ding dong, right? It should have. Okay, it's there. I don't know. I don't know why it didn't do it. That's really weird. Okay, well, I'll try to keep an eye out for that. Thanks, Luke. I really appreciate that. It's just a couple of LED strips with my collection in the background. I think it looks pretty decent. And a floodlight lighting. Right now it's lighting me, but it usually lights the background. And you can't really see it in this window, but right there is actually my logo in a neon light, which is really cool. Cowboy, thank you so much for the rose. I don't know why aren't the alerts working? That's really weird. It's really weird. What if I try to add it again? Will that fix it? Go to alerts. You can only add one alert per scene. Why isn't it working? Okay, so what if I delete it and bring it back? Okay, unlock. Delete. Oops, not a scene. Not a scene. I don't want a scene. Add a source. Alerts. Yeah, I can hear it in my ears. It's just not, like... It's not playing when other people are triggering it. I don't know. That's really weird. Okay, it's on. Maybe it'll work. I don't know. Oh, yeah. I gotta turn all those things off. Let me see if I can do it right now before I forget. What's it under? Is it under community? No. Content? No. It's been a really long time since I've done this stuff. Sorry, everybody. If you're using channel points and everything, please don't. I don't have any of that activated. None of the channel points are activated. None of that stuff is available. Viewer rewards, is that what it's under? Haha, channel points. Enable channel points. Disable channel points. Okay, we've disabled them. Please don't be heartbroken if you lose a bunch of channel points. I don't have any of that set up. I apologize for people on Twitch. I've really cut back on my stream. I used to have a whole bunch of fancy stuff. I used to have 3 cameras and everything. I've got all that turned off right now. Resident Evil 2 is breaking everything. I'm sorry, Tara. I'm sorry. Oh, man. Thanks, Buns. I really appreciate that. How are you doing? But, yeah, that's kind of how we're sitting right now. That's kind of what I'm trying to do is, you know exactly what I'm going through. Yeah, so anybody who is joining that hasn't been here for a while, I stopped streaming for over a year, and I'm back now. I've been back for almost a month, but I've really cut back. Before, I was trying to, like, become a content creator, but life just, it doesn't, it's not meeting the expectation, if that makes sense. Like, I need to work less. Hey, we got something. There we go. I heard something. Luke Dog, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. So I had to work less to dedicate more time to content creation, but content creation didn't make me enough money to be able to work less. So I couldn't work less. So it was kind of that double-edged sword. Cowboy, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. So I couldn't do enough to do this full-time, but I was succeeding. It's just I just couldn't do it because I needed more time, and I didn't have enough time because I needed to work. So now that I'm back, I've taken it a lot more like a casual hobby. My only real goal from streaming now is to, like, have some cool connections with some cool companies, to be able to show you all some cool stuff, and then just have a place to hang out and play video games. That's pretty much what I'm going for. So a lot of the really cool stuff I had set up, all pretty much gone. Just been chilling. Nice. How's your game development thing going? We're very similar on TikTok. Nice. But yeah, so anyways, we're going to be playing some more Resident Evil 2. I do have one warning. If you are watching on TikTok and you happen to be wearing headphones, please be prepared, because I scream and it can lead to some pretty big surprises for some people who aren't ready for me to scream. Sorry, I'm just trying to move the jump scares thing. It's one thing I hate about the live studio. When something is above it, it doesn't let you resize certain windows. It always highlights the window underneath it. Okay, that should be good enough. So that's why I have this whole jump scares from YouTube and Twitch, because you might hear a sudden jump scare and you're going to want to know how to trigger it, and you can't do it on TikTok. I can only get it done through Twitch and YouTube. Also, for anybody on TikTok, I am live on Twitch and YouTube. Same name as it is here. Anybody on YouTube and Twitch, I am live on TikTok if you don't follow me there already. But yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. GSR, nice to see you. Welcome. Oh, that's the worst, Buns. When you don't sleep and then you need to catch up on it, it kind of just stops everything. But I've been good. I woke up this morning and had to go to the doctor's. This is the last thing I'll say, and then I'll start playing. I had a couple of, like, really stressful days, but not stressful because anything was going on. It's just I have heart issues, and we've been tinkering with my medications because there were a couple of things that were concerning my family doctor. And so he went and had me meet up with a specialist, and I've been seeing him for almost a year now. And they changed a bunch of my medications, and then they changed the dosages. And they saw that my heart rate and blood pressure went back up, so they decided that they wanted to run, like, they put a machine on me, and all that kind of came up. And my cardiologist had to have a follow-up with me, and we were going to do it virtually, you know, just Zoom or whatever. And then I got a phone call from his secretary after I returned all the monitors, and she was like, yeah, the doctor wants to see you face to face. It's never a good thing 90% of the time when a doctor gets the results in and say they need to see you and they cancel an over the camera or phone call and they need to see you in person. So I stressed out for the last few days because I'm like, if the doctor needs to see me, what's he going to tell me? Like, have things gotten worse? And you know, the last positive stuff was all false. Got super, super worried. But today I went to the doctor's and it turns out he trained in the States and Canada has much more of a stringent bar for doctors to be qualified to work in Canada, and so they need to come every few years to assess him. And so he had me come in because they will only look at patients that he's seen face to face. And so he needed to see me face to face so I could sign a waiver so they could look at my file so they can, you know, see that he's doing his job properly as a doctor. And he needed to confirm that we had been seeing each other face to face. So it was all this stress for nothing. It was just because he needs to be assessed as a doctor from the Canadian board. So I was all stressed out for nothing, and it turns out it was all fine. Everything was good. He's just like, yeah, it's just for my license. That's all it is. I was like, geez, got me all scared. I've got a great voice. Thank you, Cowboy. I was a professional singer for years. I've been singing since I was about 8. And then I became a proper professional singer at about the age of 19. And I did that for about 15 years straight. And then I stopped, but I was also a professional actor. So that kind of helped the voice. I never really made it anywhere as an actor. A lot of stuff behind that, but I didn't really get anywhere as an actor. But I got very good at using a microphone. I was a sound engineer with the band that I was in, so I got very good at making sure microphones sound good. And because I trained as a singer and as an actor, I've gotten very good at projecting my voice and making my voice at least sound somewhat stable when I'm singing and talking and whatever. But I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Oh, man. You can relate. Hey, I would rather have had my hair go gray early than to have lost it. Because I have a few friends. I had one friend, the youngest I ever saw. He was 13 and already had gray hairs. He's completely white now. Like, his hair's completely white, and he's 37. Which to some people seems very old, but believe me, it's not. I actually don't have I have like 1 or 2 gray hairs from the hairs that are left on my head. I don't have very many gray hairs. And so, like, I would have much rather have gone gray and kept my hair than to have gone bald and kept it black. It's nice to have, like, really deep black hair, but when I don't have very much of it, it just makes it more obvious that I don't have very much of it. Your 2017 starting to go gray. I had a few friends that started at about 25, going up from there. But again, if you have hair to go gray, enjoy it, because it really sucks to lose your hair. It really sucks. I would have been okay if I started losing my hair now versus having started losing it at 21, 23. Really, Buns. You know, there's nothing wrong with gray hair. There's actually, like, I like how guys look with, like, graying salt and pepper hair. Eventually, in a few years, I'll have to do the same thing. I'll have to start getting, you know, salt and pepper style hair to suit my age. But for now, I'm enjoying having hair, period. Okay, so we're going to be playing Resident Evil 2. I have jump scares enabled, which means people can, on Twitch and YouTube, donate $6.66. It triggers a loud scream in my ears, usually triggers me to scream. I also do get scared in video games, so I will probably have some reactions to scary stuff in the game. I'm like in the second half. I just faced the doctor, whatever his name is, for the first time. Dr. Birkin. I just faced him for the first time, and that's kind of where we are right now. So I've caught you all up. I am playing on hardcore. We are using Leon's story. The last time I played, we played Claire's story and then story A, and then we did Leon's B story in hardcore. So now we're doing Leon's A story on hardcore. And yeah, it's been a couple of years. I played this when the game first launched, so it's been a while. I'm still pretty rusty with it. But that's where we are. So let's get started. Let's turn this down. Let's turn on the rain. It's going to be very quiet. You may not hear the rain right away. Let's get the game loaded. Please tell me nothing else freezes. Okay. Game is on. Oh, the window is shrunk for some reason on my side. It's like not expanded. Why isn't it expanded? Hold on. Graphics, full screen. Let's do this again. And then display. Can I turn this?
A demonstration of the jump scares.
Oh, I don't even know who that was. Oh my god, who was that? I didn't even see that. Tara. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Tara. If people want to please hashtag Tara for almost killing me, I am okay with that. Why is the screen... It seems like the screen is far too stretched. Okay. It's weird. I can't go... The full screen isn't really... It's not full screen on my window, and I don't know why. It's like, it's shrunk for some reason. That's really weird. Okay, well, we'll just play this way. I guess we'll play with it shrunk. All right, let's turn my HDR back on. Because I care. You want to make sure my heart is actually working the way it should? That's okay. I'm cool with it. I have an okay heart. I don't know if you were here for that when I was saying that I talked to the cardiologist and he gave me the go-ahead for jump scares. He said I was safe. I wasn't a hazard to be jump scared. So I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay, let's switch cameras here. So you should be able to see me. Oh, that's what I'm missing. Oh, dang it. I just full screened an HDR and I have to go back. Because OBS is behind TikTok and it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be in front of TikTok. DM, how you doing? Welcome. And it still freaks you out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm trying to take advantage of screaming full voice as much as I can because I don't have anybody living upstairs. So it's always really nice. Okay, is the game not showing on... Of course it's not showing. Because it's this, and because it's on Dark Souls, that's why. Resident Evil. Okay. There we go. Gameplay. Okay, now we should be good. But yes, I don't have anybody living upstairs, so I'm trying really hard to like enjoy being able to scream because I don't know what the layout is upstairs. I'm pretty sure there's bedrooms above me, and I don't want to be doing this at like midnight when somebody's living upstairs and screaming, and then they like, you know, try to get me kicked out of here. So I'm trying to enjoy. Once we have people living upstairs, I'm gonna have to hold back on screaming a bit. I'm gonna have to like, I don't know, scream into a pillow or something. I don't know. Dang it, OBS is in front of the chat again. Oh, I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry. I have a whole bunch of stuff running. I've got OBS Streamlabs and TikTok Live Studio all at once, plus 2 separate chat windows, and I keep messing up how I want things laid out. So I apologize. I apologize. Spanish dude is my brother. It's my brother. He's doing good. Actually, things have been pretty decent, Bonelose. So I was working in nursing and everything. I was going to school for it. Because of family stuff and the pandemic, I ended up having to drop out of school like the final semester, final year. I couldn't finish it. And so I ended up going back to working out in the community as a nursing assistant. Did that for the last few years. And I was doing that up until about 6 months ago, and then I quit that job because it was just our government here is really messing with our healthcare system, and they threw us to the dogs. They just let us deal with it. And it got dangerous working. And I'm not even just talking about the pandemic. I'm talking about physically dangerous because there were a lot of very angry people that I was going to go visit. And I live in an area that is very anti-science. And so it was very hard to go in wearing all of my protective gear and then having them fight me and trying to like rip my masks off and stuff. And got assaulted a couple of times. You probably saw it on the news, the stupid truckers all over the place. They were like right in the area that I worked in. So I had to deal with like being yelled at and stuff when I was walking down the street. It was a lot. So I quit. And now I work for my brother, Spanish dude. He started his own business. He doesn't really stream anymore, but he started his own business. I work for him. This is my only day off. And I actually, he's covering for me right now. And that's why I stream right now on Thursdays, because it's the only day I'm actually able to. Corey, how are you, man? How are things? I miss you, dude. I hope you're doing well. Hope life is treating you well. Yeah, it's been weird. It's been a weird experience, to say the least. Okay, there we go. But I'm glad that I left it. You know, healthcare wasn't my passion. I liked it, and I was very much an advocate for, like, you know, healthcare in general for people to live healthy lives. Not in the sense of like, oh, you need a vegan diet and you need to like count your calories. None of that. Just like, you know, healthy as in, you know, be able to enjoy your life. You know, if you've got a sickness or whatever, to do the best that we can to help your life be more normal, that kind of thing. And I thought science very, very, very interesting. Your body is very interesting, but it wasn't my passion. It wasn't something that I was like, whoa, this is what I'm called to be. And so dealing with the abuse and even business abuse, like the way they treated us at work was ridiculous. So it wasn't worth it if I wasn't passionate about it. It's not like when I'm in theater or doing content creation, you know, I don't get paid for this. So I'm doing this for free and I bust my hump to do it, but I'm willing to because I like it. Or when I do theater and I've done shows for free and, you know, rehearse 6 days a week for 8 hours a day for a free show, or I've done shows where they've paid me the whole run of the show. There was one show that I did like 6 months worth, and what I made at the end of the 6 months is what I would have made in 1 month at my regular job. But it was worth it for me because I was passionate about it. Healthcare, on the other hand, wasn't worth it, and they were abusing us. So no thanks. So he runs a contracting company, so I subcontract for him. And basically it's a lot of maintenance stuff. I do industrial cleaning, and so we go in with big machines and big like industrial chemicals and clean stuff. It's really, really laid back as far as stress is concerned. As long as I do my job, I don't even hear from the company. I go in, I do my job, and I get out. There's no like punching in and making sure that I'm there for a set amount of hours. There's nobody like breathing down my neck. Downside is if something goes wrong, it's on me to fix it. So sometimes that can suck when the machine, you know, decides to do something weird and I'm kind of stuck. I have to figure it out. But I can throw headphones on and just like watch TV as I'm working. You know, I throw it on like a corner shelf and then I work and I just have it running. It's pretty cool. Char is our play. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. So it's not bad. It's not bad. You know, it's a lot less stressful. I make a lot more money than I was in healthcare. And it's a lot less, like there's a lot less pressure on me because in healthcare, like it or not, one mistake could kill somebody. In healthcare, one mistake can mean a stain somewhere, or one mistake can mean that, you know, something it gets left behind. No big deal. No big deal, which is nice. Joshua, I'm good. How are you? How are things? Come to Germany. Yeah, no, and Bonalosa, that's the thing. Our healthcare, it's not as good as Europe's healthcare, but it's quite good. But the problem is that we have a certain political party. I don't want to get too much into politics because that's just asking for trouble. But we have a certain political party in our country that is very much adamant they want to be more like the United States. No hate to the United States, but your healthcare system sucks. And so they're trying to force that here. And what they're doing is cutting the budget to our healthcare and then turning around and going, look how our healthcare is failing. But it's like, but you've cut our budget. So of course it's failing because people aren't getting paid enough. So like they passed a law for my type of work that I was doing where we weren't allowed to get raises that were more than 1%. And so in 3 years, I got like 19 cents as a raise. And I was supposed to be thankful for that. And there was no protection. There was no full-time work or anything. And so when there's not enough of us working because I can make more money working at McDonald's, then people are quitting. And because people quit, then people go without care. And when people go without care, the government turns around and goes, look how bad our government's doing. We should have it private. So that's what's happening right now is they're trying to force us to go into private healthcare, which is making things a lot worse. Like right now, our hospital wait times for kids is more than 12 hours. It's something like 12 hours to be seen, like triaged, and then 12 hours to actually see a doctor. So you could be there over a day if your child is sick. And what's happening? All the staff that they have is working, but there's not enough staff. So what did the government do? They built more hospitals. But if there's no staff, then it doesn't matter how many hospitals we have because there's nobody working. So if there's nobody working, who's going to see the patients? So we're going to be stuck in the same spot. But they say we're building a new hospital, but look how our healthcare system's failing. So it's pretty frustrating right now here in Canada. It's pretty frustrating when it comes to that kind of stuff. Exactly, Tara. And that's exactly it. It was a pay cut. And it was a severe pay cut. So it was so frustrating. So I'm glad that I left. I don't miss it. I do feel bad because I was good at it and I know that people need help. but my family comes first. Especially when I'm walking into homes and they're abusive to me. Not worth it. Not worth it at all. Especially when work won't stand behind you. If they were abusive, but work stood behind me, then great. But they're abusive and work doesn't stand behind me, so forget it. I'm good. I'd rather go and push a machine around the store and not worry about anything, you know? Down Under, how you doing? Welcome. All right, let's get started. I've been talking way too much. We've been live for, what, half an hour? Half an hour? So that's pretty good for me. I'll say that. Okay. Think the game is loud enough. Yeah, Buns, and that's it, right? Like, you know, obviously this job isn't what I wanted to do either, but it's way less stressful, which I'm all about. There's definitely stressful things to this job. There are definitely nights where it's super frustrating, or I fall behind and then I'm out on the road all night, and you know I have to bust my back trying to figure out what to do. I had a back spasm at work. I tore a bunch of ligaments in my back when I was younger. And so I have back issues, but they don't really bother me on a regular basis. But I'll have random back spasms. And so what ends up happening with the back spasm is I'll collapse. And so that happened at the very beginning of my night, about 2 weeks ago. Very beginning of my night, I had a huge back spasm and I collapsed to the floor. And I collapsed 3 times that night from the back spasms. But when I have a back spasm, I am now in severe pain for 4 or 5 days. But my work is very physical, so I had to just kind of push through it. That part really sucked. But, you know, I can take my time. And so, yeah, my place that would have taken me 3 hours to clean now took me 5 hours, but nobody's there like breathing down my neck. It's not like other jobs where they're like on top of you if you're not doing your job in time. So it's definitely a trade-off that I'm willing to make. It's definitely, you know, a job I would much rather be doing. Got a new Blu-ray drive for PC. Nice. Oh, you have a hard time working? See, I haven't used an optical drive in years, so I wouldn't even be able to try to tell you how to make it better. Sushi, yes indeed. We are playing Resident Evil 2. We just beat Dr. Birkin, and then I saved, and that's where we stopped. Oh man. Yeah, DM, that's exactly it. It's very easy to figure out what you don't want to do. I knew what I wanted to do from a very, very young age. I've always wanted to be an entertainer. You know, I started singing at the age of 8, so I knew I liked being on stage, singing and performing. When I got older is when I figured I wanted to be an actor. That was the main thing I wanted to do, but it got even better for me when I realized musical theater was a thing and I could sing and act at the same time. And that to me is what I want to do for the rest of my life. It's not going to happen, but at least I can do it as a hobby for the rest of my life, which is fine. But yeah, a lot of people never find out what they want to do, and they spend a lot of time figuring out what they don't want to do, which really sucks. And yeah, Bonlos, basically what happens is it's like a cramp, like a leg cramp. I don't know if you ever had one of those leg cramps where like your whole ankle like twists or your like toes will twist from like the muscle just freaking out for no reason. Same thing will happen to me, and that's exactly what happened. I moved a table and I cleaned underneath it, and then I put the table back. It was at a restaurant, and I put the table back, and then as soon as I put the table back, I felt a little weird, and so I just stood there for a second, and then the second I straightened up, my back just freaked out, and then it was down to the ground. And it really sucked because it's the one big muscle at the bottom of your back, which is what really connects to your leg. And so when that spasms for me, my leg just gives out. And so then I go down to the ground. And then it's just severe, severe pain from that point forward. And it really sucks. 1998. Oh man, the bad acting. I didn't mind the controls, but the bad acting, yeah, definitely. Oh, that's cool, Buns. The glassesless 3D was so cool. I hate that nobody supported 3D. I was a big fan of 3D TV. You haven't played this yet, Sushi? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's a very, very good remake. It was really well done. I love this remake. Yeah, Tara, I haven't had foot spasms in a really long time. You know, like the cramps. I get them once in a while, but they're not as bad as they used to be when I was a kid. When I was a kid, it was like I couldn't even like move because it hurt so bad. Oh, I hate this part. But the back ones are really, really weird. It feels like I throw my back out. And so like when I saw the doctor, he's like, no, your back is spasming, and then when it spasms, it locks up, and then you can't let it go. And the weird part is that if I run my hand along like the bottom arch of my back, you can feel a literal lump. So like you see my back go down, and then a literal lump where the muscle has spasmed and tightened up, and it just will not let go. And it takes about 4 or 5 days for it to finally like fully relax. The thing is, my back had been tensing up for days. Like it had been about a week that I couldn't sit on this chair. So actually it was a different chair. I bought a different chair with different back support, and that's when the back pain started, and I thought it was the chair causing it. So I swapped chairs, and I took the older one and I gave the newer one to Alana, who doesn't really use the computer, thinking it was that, but this chair didn't make the pain any better. And then a few days later, I had that big back spasm, and it was down for the count for a few days. Now, thankfully, the pain is all gone. Now there's no pain at all. I can sit here. The only thing that hurts is my butt. Yeah, DM, and that's exactly it. The voice acting in Resident Evil 2, the original, is so bad that it's good. It's so bad, it's good. I love it. All right, DM, have yourself a good night or day. I think it's a daytime, like early your side of the world, right? But anyways, thank you for popping in. See you later. Morning? Okay, well, have yourself a good day. Any tips for loosening up your back? A lot of stretching. Stretching really helps. Look up some of the yoga poses that are out there, like child's pose. Some people call it cow and cat, I think, or like dog and cat, where it's like you're on all fours and you arch your back and then you bend it inwards. Those really help. Child's pose really helped me. That's the big one for me. Like I'll get down on all four and kind of look up child's pose. It's really, really common. It's a very easy pose. And then once I'm in child's pose, I stretch my hands out real high, and then that like really stretches out your back. That can be really helpful. Another one is just literally slowly like bending at the hips and kind of curling down and hanging from the top half, and then slowly bringing it back up. That can really help to ease up the back tension as well. Yeah, Tara, I miss theater school for that more than anything. We did a lot of yoga in theater school. They used to make fun of me because they thought I was too lazy, and they didn't realize that I did have a lot of back pain. They just thought I was lazy and didn't want to do the stretches. But when I was younger, my back pain was continuous. It only stopped now that I'm older, but as from like the age of 16 and on, there was times where like I couldn't even run because of how bad the pain was, but they used to make fun of me in theater school because they thought I was trying to get out of doing the stretches. Now that I'm older, it totally helps. Charizard Play, hello, nice to see you. Welcome. Yeah, Buns. Yeah, try to make sure if you're sitting at a computer all day for your coding and stuff, try to make sure you stand up like every hour or so for 15 minutes. If you have a standing desk, then use one. If not, maybe look at getting like a riser on Amazon to be able to stand up while coding, because it's really dangerous to be sitting for very long periods of time. And because your back is hurting, standing up, moving around is going to help that back pain. So I would say try to do that. That might help your back from hurting so much. Cat's arched back. Yeah, that pose is great for back stretching. Okay, here we go. Oh wait, I don't have it. Oh, okay.
Damn. Need a key card.
The camera is so dark that it keeps going out of focus. I'm sorry, everybody. It's It's when I look away, the camera keeps unfocusing. I'm sorry. Ugh.
Hey,
It's out of focus.
stay sharp.
Will it help if I do this? Now will you focus?
Lower it.
It's still struggling. I'll have to turn it off. Give me a minute. I'll turn it off in a second.
Sorry. Thank you. For your help.
Surprised you made it this far.
FBI, huh? What's going on here?
Sorry, that information's classified.
Where you going?
Do yourself a favor. Stop asking questions and get the hell out of here.
Ada! Okay.
Hey! I'm not done talking to you!
And the funny thing is, he never learns that he can't tell Ada what to do and what not to do. She's not gonna listen to you, dude. No matter what you say, she's never gonna listen to you. Okay, let me turn off the background blur. It's messing. It's too dark. It's messing with the camera a lot. So we don't have any fancy background blur. The whole room looks ruined now. It's not fancy here anymore. Nobody's gonna be impressed anymore by me. So I have now failed you all as a streamer. I apologize. Come on. There we go. Options. It turned off the HDR again. Give me the HDR. Give me all that yummy HDR. Why doesn't it go full screen? It's really weird that it won't go full screen. Huh. Oh well. Okay. Oh, they're open now. Okay. I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy looking at the camera. I didn't realize that she unlocked it. Oh, I got my... You can still hear me, right? Yeah, okay. I had my microphone turned on. I was like, why isn't it scary for me? Now I know why. They're gonna come out, so I might as well shoot them now.
I can do this.
I don't want to risk them all coming out and then I'm in trouble. I don't even know if that helps. Okay. I've lost a lot of bullets, though. That's not good. High grade powder. I don't have it on me. No, I don't have the small powder. Parker, hello. Nice to see you. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. I'm so excited for Resident Evil 4. Oh God. Yeah, I think Riddler's cool. Oh, okay, this is a puzzle, right? I'm pretty sure. Or is that Resident Evil 7? I want to say this is a puzzle. I just don't know what the puzzle is. Ah, here. Observations: found dead in jail cell by staff. Hands are still clenched due to rigor mortis, which should be coming to an end. It's highly likely that he died just after lights out. Deceased was a known kleptomaniac, incarcerated multiple times. Incredibly, he would steal even while in jail, though that was consistent with his clinical diagnosis. You're looking forward to it on my behalf. Well, I appreciate that. I'm very excited. I wasn't at first. I was like, they've already released it 5 billion times, but the footage I've seen looks like it's gonna go along the lines of this, like darker. So I'm hoping it's gonna be good. His name is Justin Hansen. I can't see their names. Cool. Guess we'll just open them. I'm excited, Buns. I'm excited to see it. Don't stress out too much if you don't have time or you change your mind. Don't ever oh god! Oh god!
Just great.
Don't ever feel bad or stress out about it. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay. We're good. We're good. Okay. I think the stream is okay, so I can shut this off. No texts, right? No texts. Alright, Buns. Alright. If the volume is too loud, please let me know. I'm hoping the volume's okay, but if it's too loud... Yeah, I'll take this. I can drop it if I can't use it. It's gonna be interesting when jump scares happen. I mean, I get freaked out pretty easily, so we don't even need to wait for the jump scares for me to start screaming. $7439. Bent key no longer usable, but can still open the car's doors and trunk with its keyless entry buttons. Oh, she's awake. I should have come here first. Damn it. Volume's fine. Okay, perfect. Good. That's all I'm worried about. I always worry that the volume's too loud. Some people, some streamers don't worry enough about volume, and their game is like way too loud or way too quiet, so you can't hear what's going on in the game. It's just them talking in a silent room. Okay. Okay. Oh, man. So stressed out here. And no more bullets. I literally have 4 bullets left. Oh, God. Shotgun shells. Are they worth the risk? Are they worth the risk? Ah, they are. Okay. It was worth it. It was worth it. Okay, we got him. We got him. Whew. Now. Oh, they're coming anyway. So, if I open the car and I don't even know where the sewer is that I came from, but I guess I'll follow her out that way. Okay. Okay. Key. Gun stock, okay. Tilda. I have no bullets for it, so it's not like it's a good thing. I mean, it's a good thing, but it's not like it's gonna help me right now. Okay. This is what stresses me out about these games, it's the sound effects. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, I think I know what happens here, and I don't like it. I think I know what happens here, and I don't like it. Oh. Okay. 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 Okay, we're good. We're good. That was nothing. Ah! Okay. We're okay. We're okay. Everything's good. Don't worry. We're good. I just have to keep reminding myself, I love zombies. I love zombies.
Hello? Hey. I don't believe it. A real human. Hello, human. You been here long? Long enough. Are we the last ones alive? No, there's a few of us. Huh. That's good news, I guess. Yeah. That's of course Irons sent you. Irons? You mean Chief Irons? Is he still around? Who cares? Hopefully he's somebody's dinner by now. What do you mean by that? He's the bastard that locked me in here. I'm sure he had a good reason. He did. I was about to blow the whistle on his dirty ass. I'd have done the same thing to him, I guess.
Oh no.
Hey, I'll make you a deal. Unlock this cell and I'll give you this. There's no other way out of that parking garage. Believe me. Sorry, I can't do that. I have to talk to the chief first.
The color looks really pale.
Look, we're both prisoners in this station. So either we play nice and help each other out, or... Shit. It's coming. What? What's coming? Come on. Come on, don't be an asshole. Okay, you need this. Just get me the fuck out of here!
Ah! Oh
my god.
Oh, I forgot about that. I mean, I remembered, but I forgot it was that gruesome.
Who is that?
It's just me. So you can put that
I
thing
do,
away.
Parker, but I preferred the daughters.
I don't even know what happened. It just happened so quick.
I told you to get out of here. You wouldn't want to end up like Ben, would you?
You knew him?
He was an informant. Had information of use to my investigation.
So what he said was true? Hey, you can't keep walking away from me. I don't even know your name. I'm Leon Kennedy.
Find a way out, Leon. Before it's too late. Then we'll talk.
I don't know. I guess
Ada.
I guess I don't have a giantess fetish.
Well, I guess the deal's on.
She was fine, but I don't know. The sisters were more of my speed, my vibe. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna try something because I'm looking at it on my phone and it's very, very pale. The colors are not very nice. Okay. Little headphones on, so we're gonna do that. But I turn off this. Make it look nicer? I don't even know. I hope it does. See you in a second. Obviously my YouTube is delayed, but everything looks really pale. It's better. It's better. Let me turn off HDR here too. Nope. That's way too bright. Okay. That's way too bright. Okay, let's if I press that thing, it's gonna release the zombies. Wait, what? Oh, it's missing a little piece. I don't have the little piece, do I? Jail power panel. The power panel is out. Can the person in charge of it please take care of it ASAP? I assume everybody knows, but since the jail's power panel is old as hell, we're gonna need these custom power panel parts. But no one... It's hard for me to read when I can't hear myself. No one makes anymore. There should be a few in the generator room. Addendum. I got word that there's only one of those power panel parts in the generator room. The guy that's here to fix the bell in the clock tower should have another. So, someone ask him nicely for it, please. Okay. So, one is in the tower, and the other is in the generator room. So I don't have to open that just yet. Don't have to open it quite yet. Ah! Shut up! Jesus, you made it sound like you were out. Okay. 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 Okie dokie. Guessing the only way back is through the sewer. So now we head all the way back to the police station. We've got a new key so we can open new doors. And then we can head to the clock tower. This is the part that I hate because now Creepy McCreepingson is going to follow us everywhere we go. And I do not like that. Okay, I don't need that. Can I combine? Okay, gives me some shotgun shells. I think we're as good as we're gonna get for now. I'm ready for bed already. So here. People always get so freaked out when nobody is chatting on their stream, right? But I actually like it because it gives me a chance to pay attention to the story. One of the things I really struggle with when I'm playing games on stream is I can't pay attention to the story. And if I can't pay attention to the story, I get really confused as to what's happening. So quiet nights can be really nice because I can actually, you know, remember what's happening. So, moral of the story, Ada Wong is very mean to Leon. Where the hell the stupid ladder? It's not down. Oops, sorry. It's not down here. It's... How do I get out of here? How? What? Oh, can I move that bridge? Is that what I can do? We are revolting children. I watched Matilda, and the songs are all stuck in my head. Oh, that's where I came from. I went up the stairs. It's not where I want to go. I don't think. It's my problem. I get lost, and then I spend all stream trying to figure out how to not get lost. Or how to get unlost. It's the kennel. It's the morgue. Oh wait, that's the generator room. Okay. No, but I don't want to do the generator room yet. I'd rather go back to... I'd rather go back. Oh man. I bet you there's a key in this area to open this door, which will lead me back to the police station. I bet you that's what it is. Damn it. Alright, I guess we have no choice. I was trying to be all smart and be like, you know what? I'm going to face Mr. X right away. Oh well. You do. Oh wait, I think this is all monsters, right? I mean, this is all garbage. Yeah, can't go this way. I got this game on discount, and I applied a VR mod to it, and it's broken. Obviously, the game's not meant to be played in VR, but I got a VR mod for it, and I was very, very impressed with how much fun this game could be in VR. Having the ability to aim and shoot and point your flashlight where you want really makes it much more immersive. I wish Capcom, I mean, they have the engine, right? So I wish Capcom would implement the VR capabilities to all of their games using this engine, all the Resident Evil games using this engine, because I have never been more scared than I was when I played Resident Evil 7 in VR. That was one of the scariest experiences I ever had in gaming. And I hate the fact that I cannot do it legitimately. I have to use a mod. And the mod just kind of, it does it, but it doesn't do it perfectly. You know, there are things like the video scene, the cutscenes, it can play them in 3D, which I wish Resident Evil 4 VR would have done this. It can play them in 3D where it sets you, like where the camera angle is, and you can look around and see everything in 3D. The thing is, game devs, when they make cutscenes, those of you who code and stuff know this, but non-coders, non-game devs don't know this necessarily. When they do a cutscene in a game, they hide things off screen. Right, so like when you've got a camera scene, you might see Leon talking to Claire, but the way that the camera angle is set, you don't see Claire, and so Claire actually isn't there. And so when it's in VR, you can look to where Claire would be, and it's just an empty seat, so it's Leon talking to nobody, but you hear Claire's voice responding to him. So those things kind of break the immersion. There's a setting in the VR mod where you can actually be in Leon's head for the cutscene, so like you're in first person. Oh my God. I have pretty strong VR legs. I don't get sick very easily. I can play VR for 4 or 5 hours straight and not feel a thing. I can play most intense games, not all of them, but most of them without any real issues. That game, within 30 seconds, I felt like throwing up. It was so jarring to have Leon's head move because as he's talking, his head's moving. And as his head's moving, the camera angle moves. So it's not like you're just on his body. His head movements are now locked to your eyes. And so you get so dizzy so quickly. But I wish Capcom would allow VR support for their games with this engine. I mean, like I said, they did it with 7, so it's possible. This game was so much better when it was in VR, but because it's a mod, it's broken. And even like with my 3070, my computer struggles to run it properly. Like there's a lot of jittering and weird like things that happen on screen. But Resident Evil 7 in VR was one of the scariest things ever. I could imagine this in VR. It would be horrendous in a good way. Okay, so we're here, and the generator room. And I bet you we're about to be attacked. Oh, we're so gonna be attacked. Oh God. I hear stuff. I don't like it when I can hear things. I hear the dogs. I don't have a lot of bullets and I can hear the dogs. Oh God, where am I gonna go? So, I just want to check if there's some way to open this door by opening this. But I think this is a, is it a key card? I think it's a key card, actually. I think the only way to, no, but I have to get back to the police station. So there's got to be a way to get back to the police station. Hey, Preston, how you doing? Yeah, and honestly, now that I've been playing VR like extensively, because when I showed you Skyrim in VR, you know, VR was fairly new. And I hadn't been playing for a long time. Like I did some Resident Evil and Skyrim and a little bit of a game called Windlands, which is like Spider-Man meets, I don't know. You can swing like in Spider-Man, but it's like it was the first game. There was like nothing really to do. And so that was really my extent of experience with VR. Now that I've been playing games that are like really tailored to VR and done well, Skyrim is so broken. Skyrim is such a bad example of VR because the buttons don't make sense. The interactions aren't as immersive as they are with regular VR. Like in regular VR, you can grab things with your hands, you can move things, you can throw things. You can't do any of that in Skyrim. Like you can swing your sword, but it doesn't matter how you swing because the damage just happens. It's not like in better VR games where like your swinging actually matters. There are such better experiences in VR, and Skyrim was good. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy Skyrim in VR, but oh my God. The Walking Dead game, Saints and Sinners, phenomenal. But the best VR game I've ever played, Half-Life Alyx. Half-Life Alyx is such a cool VR experience. And I played it with my old VR headset, and I got like maybe 3/4 of the way through the game. And it was great, but that's when my VR headset started to die, so I didn't really finish it. And then I got this new one, and I didn't really play with it too much. And then I tried it wirelessly because it can run off Wi-Fi, and I tried it wirelessly, and I got back into Half-Life Alyx, and when it ended, I wasn't ready for it to end because I got so much more into it, because being wireless meant that I could turn instead of using the joystick to turn, and that makes it so much more immersive because now I can actually like turn around and shoot the guy behind me and turn right back around and shoot the guy that was in front of me, or I can like lean over like corners and stuff, and all of that like brings you right into the world. I actually like bruised my hand by like throwing grenades and stuff because I was hitting things in my room. Skyrim's got nothing on some of these games. It's insane. It's absolutely insane what VR is capable of when it's done well. Green Hell was another game that just blew me away. The graphics weren't phenomenal for the headset one. The PC one was a lot better, but just like little details of, you know, just building your tent or whatever in the game. It's a game of surviving in the jungle. Little things like that, or like you're walking and you can hear the birds and you can hear where they're coming from, and like you hear like spiders that are gonna bite you, and it's not like a big like attack sound. It's literally just like the tinkering of their feet. It's so cool. VR is one of the coolest experiences ever. Yeah, Bone Lows, and that's the thing. VR is the way you feel about Mario Galaxy. It's like that with pretty much everything. And so the original number was like 60% of people just will never get used to it or are going to struggle with VR. 30% is like they're going to be able to not feel anything when they play. And then it was supposed to be something like 10% will never ever be able to play VR. The numbers have changed a lot more. People have realized that a lot more people can get used to it. It's just most people aren't willing to get past it. That initial feeling of nausea can be very, very hard on you. Even for me, I downloaded a game. It was on sale for like for Christmas and all that, and I had to return my one controller for my Quest because it broke, and Facebook gave me a discount, like credits to spend on their store, and the one game was like $12, so I used the credits to buy the game. And it's a racing game where like you're skydiving basically. I played that for 5 minutes and I was feeling a little bit and it lasted for a while. I didn't feel sick, I just felt not right, and I was worried I was getting sick because I just felt not right. So it can still get you, but getting past that can be rough. The first time I played VR, I played for about 45 minutes, and it was about 5 days that it took me to actually feel better. And it was 5 days of feeling sick, not just like, oh, 5 days later I was ready again. No, I felt sick for 5 days. It was really bad. It really messed with my head a lot. But each time I went back and did it some more, I got more and more used to it. And now, you know, I think my record was something like 9 hours straight with Minecraft. And so that was a very, very long time to spend. Now it was with my old headset, didn't need batteries, so I could go forever with that thing. I did 9 hours straight with that. And the only thing that bothered me was just the sweat and the heat from the headset on your face. But it takes a while. It takes a while to get used to it, and most people aren't going to be willing to. But if you do get used to it, it's crazy. Yeah, Preston, and that's exactly it. Like there are things that you can do for VR that can be so much more immersive. Like I know they sell bodysuits that you can wear with like vibration engines all over it, so you can like have certain games that will actually react based on what's happening. All that's really cool, but the fact of being wireless can be, it's such a little thing because, you know, I have cables and I have like pulleys on my ceiling and stuff that when I'm wired in, it keeps the cable away from me. But things happen, like, you know, so eventually the cable kind of shifts in the pulleys, and then when I move, sometimes it'll be a little bit tighter, and it's just a constant reminder that I'm in my room. Or like the cable will be looser so it doesn't pull, but then it like touches me and I can feel it, and it just kind of, it's just enough to pull you out. Whereas when you're wireless, there's nothing around you, so you can literally move and do whatever you want, and it's just the headset. And you immerse yourself 100%. It's one of the most surreal feelings in the world. I mentioned this a few streams ago. I don't know if you were here for it, but playing Minecraft for me, that was the life-changing thing for me. I played Minecraft in VR because I had the Xbox Game Pass and I knew it had built-in VR support. Not as good as Vivecraft, which is like the community-made one with like full VR support. This has semi-VR support. But I played Minecraft with that, and it was my first time playing Minecraft, and I went exploring. I had built a whole like fortress and everything, and then I went exploring all in VR, and I found a bunch of stuff. My inventory was full. I had built a bunch of like weapons and stuff, and I was ready to go back to my base, and I couldn't find it. When I got out of the cave, it was raining, and it was the first time I had experienced rain in the game. And I was outside, and it was raining, and it was nighttime, and I'm on a boat in a river thinking I'm heading the right way. And then when I finally get to a village that's supposed to be right next to where I built my little hut or whatever, it wasn't my village, and it was abandoned. The despair I felt. I was sitting at home, I'm playing Minecraft, but I felt despair that I had spent, you know, a while building this fortress, getting everything ready, and then I went off exploring, and I was lost. And at the time, I didn't know about like looking up your coordinates and stuff, so I didn't know any of that. But because I was in VR, I felt so sad that I was lost. And eventually I found my base, but those moments of immersion when you're just in the world, life-changing. And like, I am a big advocate for VR, and I really hate that Facebook is screwing with it so much because, oh, VR is amazing. I'm the same boat in Los. I used to be the kind of guy that would go on roller coasters over and over and over and over again. The area that I live in, there's one big theme park. It's like a Six Flags park in the States. It's a big amusement park. And they had an old roller coaster there that was for kids, but it was still a full-blown roller coaster. And with my friends, every year they would take us from school. They would take us for the summer one time to this amusement park. And the one year that I went with my friends, we just spent the whole time there just riding that roller coaster over and over and over again. And it was just to see how many times we could do it before we had to go home, because nobody was lined up for it, because it was all high school students and it was in the kiddie section. And so we just went on it over and over. Now as an adult, I went on it and I felt so sick afterwards. Whereas I used to ride roller coasters like crazy. So I feel you with that one. It made me feel sick, which I had never felt before. But with VR, it's the reverse. This is the thing that's really hard to explain to people about VR. So just quickly. So when you... Did my camera freeze? I think my camera froze. Damn it. It sometimes just freezes. There we go. There we go. Okay. Oh, it's glitching out like crazy. Weird. OBS is freaking out. OBS is freaking out. Is it this? I think it's this. I think it's because of Resident Evil, maybe? My whole computer's crashing. Oh no, it's locking up. The stream might die, folks. Uh-oh. Hold on. Are we okay? Are we okay? I don't know. Everything's like freaking out. Okay, that seems to... Wow, when I changed the scene, it messed with it. When I went back, it seems to be smoother now. Is it okay? Yeah, the scene change messed with it. That's so weird. Matt, how you doing, man? How are things going? So the weird thing with VR is a lot of people think, well, I don't get car sick, so I'm not going to get VR sick. The thing is, when you get car sick, the science behind it is basically you are in a vehicle that's moving, but your body... It's almost like it doesn't see the movement, but it feels the movement, so it makes you feel sick. That's what happens with like getting seasick. That's why you shouldn't read in the car most of the time. In the train, it's a little bit easier because it's a smoother ride. But in a car, like, you're swerving and you're hitting bumps and slowing down and speeding up. And so if you're reading or you're not looking at the horizon, some people who are much more sensitive will feel very sick. VR is the opposite. VR is you're seeing the movement, but you're not feeling the movement. And that's far more impactful. Most people can get used to moving without seeing the movement, but it's a lot harder to get used to seeing the movement and not feeling it. And so in a car, you can ride for 10-15 minutes without feeling sick, and then you start feeling it. In VR, it can be instant. Like, you put it on. There's one game in particular that I had that, like, you rode a roller coaster and shot things, and the instant you went downhill on the roller coaster, immediately you felt sick. And it's because your body is seeing the movement and not feeling it. And it's all based on your inner ear. And that is a far more shocking thing for your body to feel. And so it makes you a lot sicker a lot faster. And it can last a lot longer. And so VR sickness it's serious. It's really serious. There was one time I was playing Resident Evil 7. I was facing a boss. And there's a part where, like, you can go underneath and fight him. And in VR, I was underneath him and I'd have to look up to shoot him, but I'd have to, like, walk in circles to try to keep him within sight. And I was fighting this boss over and over again because we were playing on hardcore and I kept dying. And it was something like an hour long that I was doing this for. I had to fully cut off the stream. It wasn't like, okay, guys, I'm going to slow down and stop for a minute. It was literally like, guys, I need to stop. I have to stop streaming right now. I have to go. And I turned off the stream because I was sweating buckets. And I had to go stand. There was a thunderstorm outside that day. I had to go stand in the rain because I was, like, within an instant from throwing up because I made myself so sick because I was looking up, spinning, but I wasn't in real life. So my body like handled it as long as it could, and I pushed way too long. I was concentrating more on the game than on the feeling I was having, that I almost threw up, and I do not throw up. And so that was rough. VR can be, VR can be rough. VR can be one of the worst feelings in the world. But you can get used to it. You shouldn't be you shouldn't be in the car if you're driving. You're right. Me too, Preston. The big thing with well, the stream crash. The big thing with VR that has me worried right now is the fact that VR is mainly being pushed by Facebook. And Mark Zuckerberg is of the same belief that VR is the future. But he is greedy, and he knows that he's not going to make as much money from gamers as he would from businessmen, because that's where he made all his money. He never made his money from users on Facebook. He made his money from the businessmen that abused Facebook. And so he's trying to get money from businessmen for VR. But businesses don't care. Businesses aren't going to spend a bunch of money on a VR headset that can only do meetings and only do some basic computing. They would rather spend that $800 to $1,000 on a full-blown computer that anybody can use, versus giving them a VR headset that they can only wear for a few hours at a time because the battery might die, or they'll wear a few hours at a time and they're going to get a headache, or the quality just isn't there. I'd rather spend $1,000 on a iMac and have way more accessibility, and anybody can sit down and use it. So Mark Zuckerberg is really screwing up with VR, and he's the main force behind it. And so it's really disheartening to see VR in his hands. Because, and that's one of the reasons that the guy from Doom, I can't remember his name right now, that's one of the reasons he stepped away. They wouldn't listen to him because he knew gaming is where VR would make most of its money. Gamers are all into it, and Mark is all about business, and businessmen don't understand it. Businessmen don't care. If they went all in with gaming, they would have way more success with VR. And it's really disappointing because VR is definitely a real game changer when it comes to gaming. I have never experienced what I've experienced in gaming like I have in VR. Oh god, here we go. Oh god, this is bad. It's seriously like insane what you can experience in VR. God, he's coming up right behind me. Oh god, he's coming up right behind me. Right and right again. Oh god. I just saw him. I just saw the dog. Oh god. Go. Just go. Okay. Sorry, I freak out a little bit. Okay, we're here. Oh god, there's more of them. Wait, what did I get? I don't know what I got. Oh, I got this peace thing. But I need to get back to the police station. How the heck do I get back to the police station? Hold on. That door's locked. I need a key card for that. Look, what? If I go down the ladder, dial lock. Crap, I don't know how to get out of here. Oh god, he almost hit me. Oh, where's the sewer? Oh god. Go. Woo. Okay, we're good. We're out of here. I'm not sure. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised, Bonalose. I wouldn't be surprised. And that's the thing with Mark. He doesn't understand humanity. He makes it much more obvious as more time goes by because, like, come on. Everybody knows gaming is where it's at. You don't want to do VR for business. I want to like shoot zombies in the face. Or like things adults do in VR. Okay, how the hell do I get back to the police station? Hold on. If This is the underground facility. Up the stairs. Where's the... Okay, this is not... Okay, so parking garage. How do I get out of here, though? Electronic door panel. Oh, wait. Now that I did this, I can open his jail cell, and if I can open his jail cell, I can get the key card. If I can get the key card, I can open this, I guess? I guess that's what I have to do? Oh, God. No, I haven't seen that, Bodenlose. I haven't seen that. I'm gonna have to look that up. But yeah, I can't say enough things about VR. VR is... It's so cool. It's so cool. There's games you can play that the graphics are horrendous. Oh God. But just playing with your friends, there's more of a connection when you're playing with them and they're actually wearing the VR headset. This isn't where I wanted to go. They're wearing the VR headset and they move their hands and stuff and you can see it on screen. There's just something that makes it more immersive, more fun. Ah! Oh God. Oh God. Okay. 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 I'm not a fan of all these zombies. They're gonna come out as soon as I open this thing. As soon as I open this thing, they're all gonna come out. And I put the stupid machinery back in the chest, and I could have put it in here right away. But I'm dumb. And I forgot to. Okay, well... I guess since I'm gonna have to deal with these guys...
You bastard.
Didn't expect that to happen. Okay. If I open the jail cell, will his thing open? I don't know. Let's find out. I might die. Oh no. Okay, I do need to get both things. Okay, how the hell do I get out of here then? How many are missing? Is it just one? No, it's two. I see two of them. I have to get back to the police station then. How the hell do I get back there? Oh, that's unlocked now. Now I can take those stairs. Okay, we're good. That's what I... Okay, that's where I was when I went... No, I went the wrong way. I went the wrong way. That was the right way. Without me knowing it. Okay. Okay, so we go over here. Oh God, it's so far away. And we have to go through the kennel with all the other dogs. Holy crap! It's so unnerving. Okay, here we go. More dogs. Where do I go from here? Oh, it's just right there. It's just right there. We're good. We're good. I think we're good. Okay. We're gonna have to stop soon, though. I'm tired today, and I have to get up early tomorrow. Oh, not good. I forgot about all this. Ha! Save point. Yes. Awesome. Hooded Sun. I'm good. How are you? How are things going? Oh, I don't have space. I don't has no space. So I'm hoping to be live tomorrow. It's gonna be weird timing-wise because Alana has a doctor's appointment tomorrow. So I'm gonna have to get up really early tomorrow. I'm probably going to be too tired to stream really early. I might stream later in the afternoon for a couple of hours. if I don't stream tomorrow, I'll probably be live Saturday instead to kind of make up for it. I can't make any promises just because Alana's having an allergy appointment. And so she's going to be live. She's going to be at the doctor's. They're going to do the injections and then, or like the little pin pricks or whatever. And then she has to sit around for 4 or 5 hours. So she can't come home and I have to be up while she's there. And then I got to pick her up when she's done. So it's not like, you know, I can go right to bed when she gets up. Depending on how my energy is, maybe I'll stream tomorrow. If not, I'm going to try to stream Saturday. Again, can't make any promises, but that's kind of what my aim is. All right, Bowden Lucy, go for it. Got some awesome news? Nice. Do you want to share or is it more private? Because I'm cool if it's private. Okay, so let's get rid of this for now. Let's get rid of this for now. We'll get rid of this for now. Save real quick. There's like no ink ribbons anywhere. This isn't good. Oh, do I really want to save? I have to. I have to stop soon, so I might as well save. Okay, sounds good, man. Sounds good. I'll take a look at it when the stream's done. Oh, electrical part. So I can open another one of those gated thingies. Sure, Bonelessa, go for it. Okay. Crap, I did it again. Oh. Streaming this game can be so stressful at times. Oh, cool. More bullets. Okay. Always use more bullets. Alright. Let's save. I know I'm not going as late as I normally do. It's been a really, really long day. And I'm tired today. Whoa! I almost knocked over my iced tea. It's been a really long day today, and I'm tired. Like my week's caught up to me, and having to go to the doctors and stuff was time consuming. It wasn't stressful. It was just time consuming. Oh my goodness! So I apologize that I've had to stop so quickly. Have you recently consumed heroin? That might be your problem right there. Some of those health things are hilarious to watch. Okay, let's quit this. I don't wanna mess up the whole video again. Yeah, Bonalosa, there's always gonna be another stream. I'm streaming on all 3 now, and I'm streaming earlier. On right now, it's supposed to be Tuesdays and Fridays. Again, tomorrow, because of Alana's appointment, it's a little bit weird. But Tuesdays and Fridays, I'm streaming a lot earlier for me, more in the evening for you. So that might work better for you. But on Fridays, I'm streaming at this time, or on Thursdays, I'm streaming at this time pretty much consistently for now. It might change depending on what happens at work, because they're looking for somebody to cover my day off, and they potentially might cover 2 days off. And so I might have an extra evening off, and then I have to decide what's going to work best for me schedule-wise, but that's kind of where we are. Okay, that didn't slow down this time. But yeah, that's the plan. Hooded Sun. Ah, here it is. Oh, that's awesome, man. GG, congratulations, Hooded Sun. That's awesome. That's exciting. That's always exciting. That's great. I haven't had that officially happen. Mind you, I've had a couple of offers. In all the time I've been live, a couple of offers isn't very much. But I've had a couple of offers. I'm just not good at dealing with stuff like that, and so I haven't accepted. That's awesome. That's awesome, man. Congratulations. That's exciting. It's really exciting. That's why I always do like the collabs versus like a paid promotion. Because I don't deal well with business. But it's cool. It's really cool. Yeah, there's a massive social. Yeah, and that part is rough. That part is really rough, and that's the part that I really struggle with. Whereas like the things I've worked on have always been like, here, we'll give you this, just make a video. It's like, okay, cool. I don't have to talk to anybody. I don't have to deal with anybody. All right, everybody, I got to get going. I need to try to rest up because I have to get up so early tomorrow. Again, I'm going to try to be live tomorrow. We're going to be playing some more Dark Souls if I'm available tomorrow. If not tomorrow, I'm going to try my best to do it for Saturday, and we'll play some Dark Souls. If worst comes to worst, then I'll try to be live like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday next week to kind of make up for it. But as of right now, the plan is hopefully tomorrow I can go live even for a couple of hours. We'll see how tired I am tomorrow. But thank you all for hanging out. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate all the love and the support. Hooded Sun, congratulations, man. That's cool. That's really excited. Boneless, it was really nice chatting. It's been a while. But yeah, oh no, we're not going to be playing Dark Souls tomorrow. If I'm live tomorrow. I have to try to be live tomorrow because I promised. I got Elden Ring finally. So we'll be playing Elden Ring tomorrow at some point whenever I go live because I'm going to be so tired. I didn't realize Alana had this appointment. She didn't tell me till today. She had mentioned it long before, but she reminded me today. So I didn't plan around it. So I'm going to try my best to be live around the regular time, even if it's like just a 1 hour stream, a really short stream, because I'm going to be exhausted. But yes, we'll be playing some Elden Ring. Yes, Bowden will say, I'll definitely take a look. Yeah, we'll be playing some Elden Ring. I'm really excited for that. Thanks to WeWin. Got my hands on it, and now I am very, very excited to try that. But that's kind of the plan. Thank you all for being here. Again, I'm sorry it's such a short stream. Normally these streams are like almost 3 hours, but I'm tired today. I'm really tired today. I don't know why. And I will see you all tomorrow because I have to keep my promise. I can't have a gift like that and then back out last second. Goodbye, TikTok. Thank you all for hanging out. I really appreciate you all being here, and I will see you all tomorrow. And they are done. Twitch and YouTube. I really appreciate you all being here too. It's always fun. I like doing Resident Evil. It's just I don't know why I'm so tired today. There's no reason. It was my day off. I didn't do much. I did laundry and I did the dishes. That was about it. I mean, the doctor's appointment. I think it was just the stress from the doctor's appointment. That was probably the biggest thing. But yeah. So healthcare is definitely important. I've been doing pretty good with it though. I've been trying my best. But yeah, I will see you all in a few hours, in like 12 hours or so. All right. Have a good night, everybody. Have a good day, depending on what part of the world you're in. And I will